Welcome to Phototech Layers tutorial. This is Mr. Koob speaking. Alright, we need to click on Layers Move Tutorial so that way that pops up in a new tab. Okay, you're going to click on your clothing template. Fortunately, you cannot download it. You have to open in a new window, wait for that to load, then press download. Okay, then it should pop up right here. Once that's there, just click, drag it, and drop it into Photoshop. And we have that. Okay. You also have your picture opened up. And then we're ready to look at our tutorial. Exercise layers. The move tutorial copy paste are, here we go, get our outfit going. Procedure, we're going to open a new document. I love the Alt tab. It makes me be able to switch back and forth real quick. So we're going to Alt tab, going to create a new blank file, not the clipboard size, it usually defaults to that. We want US paper, 8.5 by 11. We're going to name it your last name dash layers. Okay, alright, that looks good. Should be a blank piece of paper. Okay, next what do? Oh, I saved it. Perfect. Oh, look, I used it here we go. Upload a picture of myself. I've even opened that. Okay. And it's in a new window. See, here's all these windows. We have our picture that we uploaded, our clothing template, and our what we're working on. Okay, so you're going to select yourself, Control-C, and then you're going to go over there and paste it onto the blank white layer. Alright, so let's go back. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to go here. Everybody has a picture of them, maybe on a green screen, maybe not. Again, I love the magic wand tool, but before that, we're going to push Control-A. That automatically selects the entire picture. Okay, when we magic wand with the minus sign, then that gets rid of all of this. So since my tolerance is at 50, it's doing a pretty good job. I just need to, undo. Okay, so now I need to go back. Maybe then with the quick selection tool, go back, push the minus key. We can make this bigger so you can actually see it. Yeah. Minus key makes a subtraction. So let's go and subtract some of these mistakes that it got going. Oops, there goes my leg. Alright, that looks pretty good. I have myself copied or selected. Control-C, copy. You need to go up here and push copy. You can do that, but really, again, the shortcuts are listed over here. You should know those. Alright, what do? I then Control-V, paste it onto my document. Control-Paste. Boom, there's me. Let's rename it me. Okay? Beautiful. So this is cool because when I have it, it's just me, nothing else there. Alright, now what do? Hey, number 4. You're going to select your body parts, copy, and then paste each of them. Unlike on the Veggie Chef tutorial, where we just moved them on the same layer, we're going to create different layers. So again, let's zoom in to my beautiful, beautiful face. Okay, so if I select right here, and I get most of my head going. Again, I'm using my quick selection tool, but right now it doesn't seem to be working very well. Not sure why. Alright, we're going to call that good. Control-C, and then I'm going to Control-Paste it, and doesn't look like, I just copied white. What did I do wrong, ladies and gentlemen? I copied it on the background, so I need to make sure I'm on my layer, copy it, paste it, and now I have 2 heads. Alright? We're just going to put that over to the side. We don't really care, but we need to label it head. Labeling, no. Now we can do that. Again, whichever tool you like best. That did some weird stuff. So again, the minus key is the Alt, and I can get the Alt going, and that'll get rid of all the white. Other way that you can get rid of all the white, use the magic wand tool, Alt, and it gets rid of all of the color that you clicked. Copy, paste it. Now I have a layer 1, again, another arm. That is my left arm. If you get your left and your right confused, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Carolyn, the balls to the office, please. Carolyn, the balls to the office.
Really should go to the office. Okay. All right. Again, make sure you're on the correct layer. Get rid of the white by pushing the magic wand. Control C, Control V. I now have another arm. I'm going to label right arm. Okay. What else is actually important? Then we're going to continue doing that with all of your body parts. Right now, I'm going to skip that for this tutorial because I can do that. So go ahead and continue with my shirt, my pants, my shoes. Drag each of these into order. So I'm going to just do my shirt, shoes real quick. I lied. But I want to do them all in one. So these are all going to be in different layers. But I want to just do that. It's always important to label your layers. So once we delete this layer, I've gotten rid of myself, but I have everything individualized. Okay, so line it all back up. Doesn't have to be perfect right now. Okay, what else? What's the tutorial say? Drag these in the correct order. It is also very important for you to do this. So like right now, I have my arm on top of my clothing. It might be best to have my clothing on top, so that way I can slide my arm into my sleeve. All right, I can slide my head. Whoop, that didn't work. Bam. Okay. All right. Download the clothing template from the classroom. Oh, we did that already too. Add the clothing template by copying, pasting it, and moving it, and dragging on your thing. All right. So, clothing template. I'm going to give myself the zoom in. Okay, I always like to zoom in because it's just really, really handy. Okay, so let's do our rectangle tool. Again, you know how to use all of these selection tools. This one's great because then you push that minus and you have it all done. Control C, go back to your little dude. Control V. Uh-oh, it's underneath. Here's my shirt. Make sure you drag it on top of everything else. Everything else. All right, we can get rid of that right now, but it's actually nice to have it here so you can kind of use your free transform button. So you go up to image and your layer. Where did it go? Edit, free transform. It's Control T. I don't actually know where it is up here. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's transform and then free transform. Different in Photoshop than in here. Okay, Control T lets you do that. Again, whenever you change the size of everything, it doesn't really work. Oh man, that looks really good, but it's not quite long enough. So that will work. Okay? Push the green button there, or the check mark up here in normal Photoshop. It doesn't really work perfectly, but it's going to be close enough once we take away our personal clothing. So what do? We do that for every single layer of clothing. Let's see, what type of pants should I wear? I think so. Yes, that looks brilliant. I might be lying if I told you I did not have a pair of tights like this at home for ski racing, but they're pretty awesome. All right, so again, we need to zoom out a little bit. Control minus. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we want to make it a little bit wide. I'm not that skinny. There we go. Makes me look like I have some muscle. Sometimes, guys.
I have an interruption. Ron Cornwell, if you're in the building, can you please call 1201? Cornwell, if you're in the building, please call 1201.
Mrs. Cornwell, you really need to do that. All right. Unfortunately, it's really, really granulated. And don't worry, when you push the OK button, it gets back into focus. All right. So it's another thing that people freak out. It's like, it doesn't look as good. But then when you push the green or just the check mark, it lines up. Okay. Well, usually your shirt goes over your pants because I'm not going to tuck my t-shirt into that. So make sure your shirt is on top of your pants. And beautiful. All right. Again, it doesn't matter if it lines up or not. Let's go to tutorial. Oh, yes. Let's see. Moon boots. Here we go. Moon boots. Perfect. Oops. Moon boots. We're going to do this and push the minus. Uh-oh. since this is white, the minus, it deleted the white. So I'm going to go back to my quick selection. Actually, I'm going to use selection brush tool, which is about the same as quick selection, but it's not smart at all, which in this case, we don't want it to be smart because it's being smart thinking it's the same color or different colors. And since these are the exact same color, we're just going to use regular brush tool with the shift key. Actually, no, shift key is already automatically held in. So now I'm physically painting in everything that I want. Okay? So, or if you'd rather use the lasso tool, a lot of people like the lasso and magnetic lasso tool, but when it tries to be smart with the same colors, it doesn't work. Alright, I'm going to touch up a couple things here so that way my fancy moon boots look beautiful. And boom goes the dynamite. There. Well, my legs aren't that close together, nor do I think they need to be. So I'm going to only select one of them. Okay? So we're going to try and see how close that was. Pretty close. Lucky shot. Alright, I want to Control X. That's a new one. Cut it and then paste it. So I just cut it out of this layer. Now I pasted it to this layer. So I got my right boot and I got my wrong boot. Is there right and wrong? Okay, now I can put my tights inside of my boots and make my boots a little bit more to scale, and voila. Again, my moon boots are on top of my pants. Uh-oh, now I have to make sure these are like the same size. And I think they're on the wrong feet, but whatever. Even though it doesn't really look that great, we can get it going a little bit fancier by using the erase tool and erasing this part so that way it looks like they're actually inside, if you want to get that fancy. If you don't, then you won't get as good of a grade. But, good job. Alright, well let's get rid of everything else, my shirt, my pants, and my shoes. So now, when I do that, it looks much better. Oh, I need to move my arms. So again, making sure my arms are there. You can free transform it and make it fit into that. Again, the D-pad, those arrows on the keyboard, allow you to move them individually. So that way it will be more fine movements. Slide that in. And that's great. If you want to get rid of your tag on your shirt, again, zoom in. Another way to zoom in is just to use this. Zooms in right there. Let's use our erase tool. Sure, let's, no. There's a magic erase tool too that like you click on one thing and it does that. But if it's the same color like we were talking about, the computer tries to be smarter than it should be. So we're just going to do old school eraser tool. Bigger, the better. Okay. Alright. I might not have given myself enough neck, so I might be out of luck with a short neck. Here, we can just give me a little bit longer neck, right? Alright. Let's see. That's my head. Push OK. Let's cheat a little bit. Look, beautiful. Now I have a neck. Okay. A couple things here and there. Undo. That will allow for a little bit less fake Frankenstein look. Okay. Now I have an extra long head, tights, and all the works. Alright, that looks beautiful. Okay, so when we are done, what does the tutorial say? I've gotten all my body going. Alright, did that, did all of that. Doesn't fit, you can do that. If you want to make it distort, you can free transform this. So let's say I didn't want to do just part of that. You can go to Image, Transform, Skew or Distort. That will allow you to change and distort it that way. So like if I wanted to give myself a little bit of a wider t-shirt, if I wanted to make myself into a larger, more in charge person, then I could, or a big tall T, that's what it is. But I'm good with the way things worked out right there. Again, need it to be in the correct order, very important. I like to think about it as papers on top of each other. So you need to have it in a certain order. Okay, you should have a picture almost done. In order to merge all of these and have these on these one thing, you can just shave it as a JPEG and turn in. But we're going to not do that because we're going to select all layers, merge the layers, undo all layers except for the background. Because I'll show you that. Now I have a picture of me right there. Easy. I can select all of this. I can take the Alt button, get rid of all of it, and then I have just me. I copy and I paste it, and I want to put it on, let's see, I am going to put myself on the summit of Denali. No, Denali summit pic. Okay. So, important when we're downloading pictures from the internet, I've told you guys this before, is picture needs to be really high quality. Okay? Something over 1,000. Oh, that one looks good. Or, yeah. Okay. Again, want it to load, save image as. This is okay to save things to your desktop or your downloads because it's going to go away. And of course, it's just waiting. All right, and then technically save JPEG to your downloads. It's saved. It's going slow. Oh my goodness. And everything is going so slow. Drag it here. This class has been teaching me patience. Oh my goodness. Spinning wheel of death. Did I go? There it is. So I have copied myself. I am going to paste my, oh my goodness. My picture is so much bigger. So zoom out. And let's make myself actually fit on this screen. And now when I zoom in, I'm a little bit like I'm on Denali. Alright, you can do a fancy job and put yourself in there, Photoshop other people out of the way, but that's kind of the idea. Alright, Command-Shift-S is save as. When we're finished with something, save it as a JPEG. Make sure it is your layers maybe finished. So give yourself a way to know. And then don't forget to put it in your name. I'm going to put it in admin, put it in my folder, and save. Alright. I don't really care what the quality is, so I just go with whatever it recommends. And now it is saved in your folder somewhere around here. It's always a good idea to double check, so that way when you show up next class, it is there. Okay, boom, look, there it shows up, and I'm there, and it's all one thing. Easy. Well, thank you so much for listening to this extra long tutorial. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to press like F10.